Hello again, everyone. You may have remembered seeing this printer's tray that I made at the weekend. I absolutely love it. The more I look at it, the more I like it. I just showed it to Cleo on a FaceTime and she was, whoa, she loved it. So there's no hook on the back. So I want to make something so that I can hang it on the wall. So what I did was have a look at this. This is what I made at the Andy Skinner workshop. And on the back is a little, this is the same material as the base, which is a bit like, is some kind of wood. So I thought I'd try and make one of these, but out of card, layers of card to make the thickness. So I've cut 3 layers for each part of my little hook. So I'm going to glue these together. And then I'm going to, I just hope that's going to be strong enough. The glue should strengthen them, I think. I can always add another layer to it if I think it's not quite strong enough. I've got a bit more here. I could just put an extra bit over the middle. I am a bit bothered about the strength of this middle part. But if I just cut another little bit out of there, just an extra layer on that top bit might be prudent, I think, really. Let's just cut that out. Right, all I did was just cut a few strips, cut a notch out of them, and then I'll just stick them together. Those 4 might be better, mightn't they? Anyway, let me just stick them together. I've got some grab and go glue. Crikey, that's a mouthful. And we'll just see what we can do with this. Right. I think there's a little nub of glue in the... There it is. There we are. Right. On here. Let's put that one onto there. This one on next. This is really good glue. It's the stuff that you can stick the wood together with. And we'll put this last one on the top. I put it on the back of this so it doesn't go everywhere. Okay. Right. Just want to make sure that these are fairly level. Just let's clean it up a little bit. There we go. Now onto the back of there, by each side, I want to put these little pieces here to keep that away from the background. So let's just join 3 and 3. And we'll just pop those on the back. Loads of glue. Give it a little wipe up. Don't know which way to do it, really. Put these on this side, perhaps. Way around it's going to face. These are the bits that are going to stick to the wall. That's going to stick to the back of it, and the hook will go in there. That's hopefully what it's going to be. Right, let me just wipe off the excess glue. And then I'm going to paint it with black gesso so that it matches the back of the printer's tray. Just wipe it off. Okay. Screw down the lid of the glue, give it a quick wipe. we should be in business. Right, here's my black gesso. I paint this side first. Right. Just on the phone with Cleo. She's going to, this is my granddaughter who's just 9. She's going to an art class today. She doesn't know what she's going to be doing, but she's going to be telling me about it all very soon. I'm sure she'll love it. She is, as you know, quite arty. She's coming to stay on Friday, so she can tell me all about it then. We're nearly all done. Just this bit here. Oh, there we are. This will be stuck in the centre here when it's dry, like that. I'll have to measure to make sure. And hopefully my printer's tray will be able to be hung on the wall very shortly. So I just thought I'd mention too, those who watched the other day, about this cabochon. Can you see the glue is clearing? So quite soon we should be able to see the whole daisy. Well, my little hooky thing is now dry and it feels much more solid. I'm still a little bit bothered about this. But when I tried to see what it would be like with the on a picture hook, whoops-a-daisy, that will be in the wall, that will be on the back of the picture, so it would go kind of like that. But I don't know if you can see this, but this hook sticks out further than the sides of here. I can squish it down a bit with well, I can get a hammer and just bash it, but I thought if I put another couple of pads on either side, it would give a bit more space between the back of the picture and the hook. So I'm just going to do that. This one comes out more quickly. It's got a bigger nozzle. Let's put these on. As I say, I will bash that down just a little bit, but this is just to give a bit more distance for that hook. Let's have a look. That's much better. I will just flatten push this down a bit so that it's not so, you know, at such an angle. Just bash it down a bit. I'll get a hammer. And the other thing I thought of, as far as hanging this up is concerned, I did measure to see where the centre was, and it's this little mark here. I used a white glue, what do you call it? One of these jelly rolls, white jelly roll pen. But because this has got all sorts of stuff stuck on it, being in the centre would not necessarily let it hang square. So I kind of held it like this in various positions, and I think there's the centre. It shouldn't be too bad. So when this goes on, it's going to go on like, kind of like that, and I'm going to put that line with the centre of there. And then hopefully it should, you know, all be right. But I'll have to wait for that to dry first before I can obviously hang it. So I will gesso this as well and flatten that a bit. And then hopefully I'll be able to take a picture of it hanging on the wall. So watch this space.